Hello. Happy Saturday. Um, doesn't look like there's anybody in here at the moment, but I will give you guys some time to hopefully adjust and make your way over here. I know I haven't been live in a long time, so I'm not expecting many people to be used to this time slot for me. So hopefully I get some people in and into the chat so that we can talk fish and how your week has been going and how the weather is in your area. We will see. Skull, hello. I see you made it in. Hopefully the weather is better where you are than here, but I don't know. Seems to be pretty bad everywhere. So definitely hope everybody is having a good Saturday, whether you join me for this live stream or you end up watching the replay. It's extremely cold here, so we're doing the best that we can to stay inside and catch up on other people's live streams and other people's videos, make videos of our own. Deb's Aqua Pets, hey, how's it going? Vibes Aquatics, hello, hello. Jenna P, hello. So I've got some of you guys coming in now. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I'll keep repeating myself and saying that I hope that you all are having a good Saturday. So far, it hasn't been bad here, just super cold. I went out and ran a couple of errands earlier this morning when it was much colder, but I'm inside for the day now, and I'm not going anywhere for the rest of the weekend. Jeremy, hello and welcome. Excuse me. So it hasn't really been, like I said, too eventful of a Saturday. However, earlier this week, I did discover that my 10-gallon that had my Beta Clash, aptly named from the Keystone Clash, it was leaking. And I was freaking out because I really didn't have anywhere else that I could put him. You can't, obviously, it's not advisable to put two betas together, and I really didn't have another tank that I could put him in. But thankfully, my father-in-law had been trying to figure out something to get me for a late birthday gift, and we found a 10-gallon at Petco for a really, really great price, and I ended up having that delivered the next day. So I got the old one, got all the substrate and everything out of the old one, got it all set up into the new one, put in some water conditioner, put him in, and with all of his decorations, he's super happy. It's like he never even skipped a beat. It's like he never had to be moved to a new home, and he really wasn't out of the tank for very long. With a 10-gallon, it really doesn't take long, obviously, to remove substrate and water and decorations. So he was super happy when he got into that tank, and I guess kind of saw that it was a better environment, because I imagine things were kind of funky for him when it was leaking, and it wasn't a bad leak. I would just have to wipe up water every couple of days from around one of the corners, but he's happy now, and I'm happy. Moved his tank to a different spot in the kitchen so that I have a little bit more counter space, but he's still in the kitchen where I can see him every day. So definitely happy about that. Sorry guys, I'm going to go back in the chat to see if I missed anything. Vibes Aquatic says happy upcoming Thanksgiving. Yes, happy early Thanksgiving to all of you. I won't be live streaming, but if anybody is live streaming that day, I'll definitely make sure that I jump in on that. Oh my goodness. Jeremy asks, does anyone hate this new handle stuff? Been using Jeremy since Gmail first opened and they gave it to someone else. I actually, that's the one thing that I really don't like about it, because they didn't roll that handle change, lock in your handle thing to everybody all at once. So if somebody had that opportunity to change their handle and then lock it in before you, obviously they were going to be able to get whatever name they wanted, even if it's one that you were using for a long time. So I do that really does suck. Like, I find that extremely unfair that they did it that way, because there are so many people out there that I mean, literally could have stolen any of the names that people know us by, and there's nothing you can do about it because they took that name and they locked it in. It really is unfair, Jeremy, and especially if you were a tester, you should have been one of the first people that should have been able to lock that name in before anybody else got it. So that's kind of unfair. Put off to the point, tempted to drop YouTube in general. I don't think I would blame you completely if you did, just because of how completely unfair that is. Yeah, that's definitely one of the most unfair things I think about everything that YouTube is changing for people. I mean, that being able to lock in your handle is cool, because then you can't get somebody that wants to duplicate your account, steal your identity, for lack of a better phrase. But then at the same time, if somebody else gets that name that you've been using forever and ever, that's really unfair too. So I mean, it would be disappointing for you to drop YouTube altogether, but I would understand it. Definitely understand where you're coming from there. Sorry, guys, I'm just looking at the chat again. I don't really have a lot of things to talk about. Nothing. Josh has done some things with some tanks, and he's posted some videos. Hopefully, you guys have seen those videos to see the changes that he's made to his tanks. But as far as for me, I really haven't had to do a lot to my tanks. I rescaped my Fluval forever ago, put a video out on that. And then transferring my beta to a new tank. Maybe I'll make a video on that just for kicks, just because I don't have really anything else going on, and nothing else really to do. I have small tanks that don't require me to do a lot to them, really. I am, however, still contemplating turning my 15-gallon into a saltwater tank, which I think would be really cool. But I'm just debating on what kind of saltwater fish I could put into that tank with it being as small as it is. Yellowstone, welcome. Thank you for lurking. I don't mind lurkers. I don't mind lurkers. I don't mind late arrivals. I don't mind the replay crew. I appreciate anybody that comes in at any point and gives any kind of definitely appreciate it. So yeah, back to the possibly turning my 15-gallon into saltwater. If you guys have any recommendations on like really cool smaller saltwater fish, or I don't know if there's like maybe saltwater shrimp, or I'm not really sure, because I've never really ventured into saltwater in such a small tank, so I don't know what I could happily and comfortably keep in that tank. I know it would be really cool. I know that Ian Atkins Nature Aquariums is the one that actually recommended that I switch it to a saltwater tank, and I thought that would be absolutely cool to have, my own saltwater tank. But again, it's kind of over my head on what I can put in it, what kind of saltwater fish I can put in it that aren't going to be, I don't really know a phrase. Like I don't want to overcrowd it, but I also don't want it to be a situation where I can only get 1 or 2 saltwater fish for the tank, because that's all I can put in it. Because to me that's not worth it and it's boring because with freshwater fish, I can get spools of little tiny, tetras or rasboras or whatever to put into that tank and still enjoy it just as much. Jeremy says, I would love an invert saltwater tank with a coral or two. I really think this Fluval Flex would look really cool as a saltwater tank. Like I said, I don't really know without doing my research or without recommendations from any of you that may have more knowledge on saltwater than I do. I don't really know what kind of fish I can put in it. Because, like I said, I definitely don't want it to be a tank where I can only have one or two in it, because to me that's just boring. I don't necessarily want an overstocked tank, but I'm a stickler on putting one or two fish into a tank unless it's like a 5-gallon betta tank, because you really can't put anything else with a betta, at least not mine, because they will eat them. But something like a 15-gallon, I don't want to waste it on just 2 saltwater fish. That's kind of boring. Corals, definitely, that would be really cool. I don't know, maybe some clownfish and some anemone and a coral. I don't know. Actually, I might make a community post on that with a poll with some ideas and see if maybe you guys can vote and help me figure out what to put in it. Jeremy, I was actually, yeah. Clownfish would be really fun. I love clownfish. And an anemone in there for them, maybe a couple of coral. I think that would be really fun. Yeah, see, that's my thing too, Jeremy. I don't know what kind of things I can pair in a saltwater tank. I don't know what kind of saltwater fish I can pair together, or even if I can pair small fish like that together, or if it would have to be like a couple of clownfish, or just some saltwater shrimp, or I don't know. So yeah, big shrimping. You did make it before the last 2 minutes. So I've got about 45 minutes or so that I'm going to hang around, and then Josh will be after me, obviously. So thank you for coming. Excuse me. Yeah, the tank is just kind of sitting by itself alone with just water in it, not doing anything. So I would absolutely take suggestions on what I could do to make it a saltwater tank for sure. Yes, Deb's Inn is the one actually that initially recommended the saltwater tank. And I think that would be really cool. Kyle David, I saw you snuck in. Hello. One of the mafia people, I should invite one of them up. I could maybe do that. Yeah, and again, Ian is quite knowledgeable in saltwater, so I know he would be quite the help. Like Debs said, I'm pretty sure Kenny knows enough about saltwater that he could help as well. And I have his phone number. He's just a text away. I could really bug him if I wanted to, but I won't. So yeah, I think what I'll do is kind of think of a couple of ideas of things I think would be cool, and then maybe do a community post and see what kind of suggestions I get. That fever guy. Oh, James. Yes. I could ask James. He would be another good one. And James is a really, really cool dude. We hung out with him quite a bit. at Aquashella, and he's definitely got a lot of knowledge about a lot of different fish things. So he would definitely be a huge help. But it's something that's been on my mind ever since my last stream when Ian said maybe I should convert it to saltwater because it would be fairly easy to do as small as the tank is. Here we go, Kyle, with the cowfish again. You don't know if it'll outgrow a 15, but we need one. Yeah. Well, and that's one I think that we're still possibly thinking about putting in the 90-gallon back here once we get the salinity and everything straight on that. I think a cowfish may go into that tank. We have quite a few ideas of what we want to put in that tank. It's just a matter of knowing what's going to work with what. So that we're not losing any fish or whatever. But the cowfish is definitely one that we have in the back of our minds once we get this stupid thing up and running. And hopefully very soon. Hopefully. Big shrimp instead of cowfish will outgrow 180 gallon. Okay, so then a cowfish isn't even going to go in this because no, we don't have 180 gallon. We have a 200 gallon, but that's a freshwater that's got our discus in it, so we're not doing that. We're not doing that. No thanks. So we'll just have to admire those fish from afar because that's not one that's even going to be feasible for us. But that's okay. We have plenty of other ideas for plenty of different saltwater fish for this tank. So yeah, big shrimp, and if they will outgrow a 180-gallon tank, I can imagine that they get massive. So as cool as they are, excuse me, Greg's Planted Tanks, hello, welcome, and thank you for joining today. I hope you're having a great Saturday. And hopefully you are warmer than we are because it is cold. Big shrimp. Oh, Jeremy wants to know big shrimp and if you use any cultures for fish food. I see a lot of people are going to that here lately, which if you have a lot of tanks and a lot of fish, culturing seems to make a lot more sense because even fish food is expensive. It's just, I just don't know if I have the capacity or the patience to try and culture food for as many tanks as we have. Yeah, Kyle just looked it up. 5 to 20 inches. Yeah, that's definitely not going to fit into a 15-gallon. That's for sure. Solar garden is what I eventually want for my cloud tank, but right now it's just super, super basic. So I think that's probably how I would start out. If I do make this 15-gallon saltwater tank, it would be very basic, very simple to start with. And then, over time, maybe add things to it. But it would definitely be a very modest and very basic start. Obviously, plus it would take time to get everything even ready for fish anyway. Sounds like another pool pond in the basement. We don't have room for another pool pond in the basement unless I remove my washer and dryer and our water heater and our furnace. And I need all of those things. A saltwater pond would probably be extremely cool, though. Like, probably really cool. I mean, like there are hotels that have saltwater pools that people swim in. Like, how cool is that? A saltwater pond with some really cool monster fish? Yeah, that would be cool. But if we were going to do something like that and especially make it a saltwater pond, it would have to be, what we were originally going to do with the other pool. We would want to, probably build one with like viewing windows so that instead of looking over the top of them all the time, you could actually see them from the side view because saltwater fish are so pretty. You don't want to just stare at them from an above, an aerial view. Um, so yeah, then that would be really expensive. Are you funding this pool project, Kyle? I mean, because you will, if you are, I could make it work. I can make some room down. Sorry, just going through. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not missing any chats because I am streaming from my phone. Um, and I think Josh is still upstairs, probably playing video games or something until it's time for him to go live. I'm pretty sure he plans to go live. Don't hold me to that, guys, but I'm pretty sure that he plans to go live. Sorry, I've got his channel pulled up on the TV, so I was just going to see. He's got a past live stream up, but nothing. I don't know. If you guys happen to see that he's scheduled, I don't know. Jeremy says, I hear them tankless water heaters free up some space. Yeah, but probably still not a lot. Yeah, Kyle, we are getting to the point where it's becoming harder to even maintain and keep our fish fed. We don't have to get into that though. Everybody knows that crap is expensive for everybody right now, and it's not just, you know, gas and groceries, it's fish food, it's cat and dog food, it's literally everything. But we don't have to get into that. So yeah, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with that 15-gallon. Trying to, yeah, I moved my 5-gallon Betta tank. I did move that, so he's in a different spot. Ricky De Hoyos, hello. Big Shrimpin is a plumber and would never recommend a tankless water heater unless you absolutely don't have the space. They're money pits. Yeah, see, yeah, I'm good. The furnace and water heater and everything that we have now is fine. It's just we have a really weird layout to our basement. So, I mean, if it was possible to reconfigure and move some of that stuff, maybe we would. But again, that would cost money, and goodness knows what it would take to even do any of that. Our basement's just laid out really weird. But I'm sure if Josh wanted another pool down there, he would figure out a way to get another pool down there. And I would probably have to swim across the pool to get to my washer and dryer to do laundry. But, you know. Oh, Kyle says tankless doesn't keep up with demand. Then I definitely don't want it because now, I mean, we do only have 4 people living in this house now, but I couldn't imagine. Like, I couldn't imagine. There's always dishes being done or somebody taking a shower or laundry being done. I don't have time to sit and wait on a water heater to catch back up so that I could do something else. And with all the water changes we do, no thanks. Big Shrimpin and Jeremy may connect for some home estimates now. That's, you know, if that's the kind of thing that my live stream can do, then that's awesome. Ricky, I did say hello to you. Trying to keep up with this chat, guys. It can jump and I can miss a ton of things. Yeah. I don't really. I had something else that I wanted to talk about, but clearly it wasn't important because I don't remember now. Hey, listen, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, Ricky. I'm just got it in the Yeti, got it hidden, but I'm almost it's crazy and I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I was tempted earlier to actually make coffee or tea or something because it's like 19 degrees here and the wind is insanity. It's so cold. So cold today. Not a fan. Oh, Ricky, we've been doing good. Just a lot of working and same crap, but we've been good, hanging in there, trying to stay warm. Hopefully you've been doing good too. But it is supposed to warm up next week. I think like early next week. It's supposed to be a little bit warmer. Jeremy, bringing fish keepers together one estimate at a time. Yeah. Fish keeper, plumber, jack of all trades, I guess. But hey, if he's able to give you any kind of estimates for what you're doing, that would be really cool too. So, hang on. So Big Shrimpin says, in my opinion, the problem with tankless is they need to be serviced yearly to descale them. Otherwise, the heat exchangers go bad, and even though they don't constantly use gas, they use a lot of gas. Oh, yeah. See, I'm not tankless water heater. I'm good. Muppet, hello and welcome. Water change Saturday. That seems to be a theme for a lot of people. Like, I think Saturday and Sunday is when a lot of people tend to do their tank maintenance, their water changes, whatever else needs to be done. We did a lot of that yesterday though, so we don't have to worry about that today, thankfully. Okay. Happy water changing though. Hopefully everything goes smoothly for you. Okay, saying hi to Muppet. Yeah, guys. Kind of a boring stream because, like I said, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about, but I'm trying. B Wizzle, hello. Welcome to the stream. Where's your brother from another mother? Probably working. Hope all is well with you, though, B Wiz. Hopefully you're staying warm. And hopefully I can remember to use that community tab and figure out. I think I did a poll on there once, so I'll have to go back and mess with it and see if I can remember how to do it again. Have you guys help me figure out what I'm going to do with that 15 gallon. Haven't been feeling too good. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of sickness going around right now. A lot. I just found out Thursday evening that the line partner that I work with tested positive for COVID. I requested my supervisor send him home early on Friday or Thursday. Sorry. I requested on Thursday that he send him home early because he wasn't doing well. He was using the line to try to keep himself upright because he felt like he was going to pass out. He was sweating. It was just terrible. And then he sent me a message Thursday night saying that he tested positive for COVID and he had been going to work every day last week, sick like that. But so far, I'm okay. Work, what's that? Yeah. Ricky, do you mean like a midnight mayhem? Because I'm not sure if Josh is going to plan on doing one of those anytime soon or not, to be honest. Mark Serlson, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining the stream. Hope you are doing well. Hopefully you're having a good Saturday. Hopefully all of you are having a good Saturday. I'm so lost on some of these comments right now, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I know that he's going to be going live here soon, so you could, if you come into that stream, you can definitely ask him. Oh, goodness. Ricky, okay. Yeah, I did what I had to do earlier today so that I wouldn't have to worry about it later. Master Aquatics just called me, Eduardo, you're on 2 streams at once. Okay. Well, thank you for coming. Mark going, okay, finally getting over a cold. Yeah. I mean, I literally was just saying a lot of people are getting sick lately. It's crazy. Hopefully you're feeling better though. Excuse me. Looks like B Wiz is playing with Eduardo a little bit in the chat. That's kind of funny. Must not want anybody to know your real name, huh? That's okay though. So, goodness. Let everybody say hi to everybody. Yeah, Eduardo, you're ruining B Wizzle's street cred by telling everybody his real name. Shame on you. Although anybody that's friends with him on Facebook knows his real name anyway, but it's fine. I just got homies and Maria Z's Platinum Tiger Guppies arrived. Oh, that's awesome. I bet those are super, super pretty too. Guppies are tons of fun. We all pole dancers and oh my goodness. See, Big Shrimpin' so that we can help B Wizzle keep his street cred. Yes, that is his real name. That is his real name. Have you guys gotten any new fish or any new plans for any of your tanks? No new fish since the tiger barbs. But see, you did come in late, so I will bring this up again. On my last stream, Ian Atkins Nature's Aquariums had made a suggestion that I turn my 15-gallon Blue Ball Flex into a saltwater. So I've been contemplating that, and I actually mentioned earlier that I may do a poll on YouTube with maybe a couple of different ideas of things that I can put into that tank and kind of have you guys vote on it and maybe help me choose what kind of saltwater fish I may put in there. So that's really the only new plan for a tank, I guess, is just you know, I'm still bouncing. Do I want to keep that freshwater or go saltwater? And I think saltwater would be really cool, but I would definitely need help and recommendations on what I can put into a tank so small for saltwater. And then the only other really new thing that is going on, at least with me, is the 10-gallon that I had my betta in Clash I discovered was leaking. And so as a late birthday gift, my father-in-law bought me a new 10-gallon tank, and I got him all moved, my betta, all moved into that tank a couple of days ago. But he's super happy, and he likes it in there. And I actually relocated him to a different area in the kitchen. He's still in the kitchen, but so yeah, that's pretty much really all that's going on. But yeah, we haven't gotten any new fish since we bought the tiger barbs, the T-bone barbs. Yes, Eduardo, I do shop there, and I completely forgot that they did that because usually they send me like a card or something a couple of days ahead of time to let me know, and they didn't do that this year. So neon blue goby, guys. And those are saltwater? They have saltwater gobies? See, I'm so completely ignorant on saltwater fish and just saltwater in general that I definitely will need help from you guys on what to put in that tank. What will work well, what won't. They didn't honor yours today. Well, listen, sir, wasn't our birthday well over a month ago? Why would they honor it now, you goofball? You were supposed to go in. I think they honor it like up to a week after your birthday, but not a month. Come on now. Oh, they're freshwater, but they mate in both. Oh, are they maybe one of those that you can like introduce to brackish water? Because we've had brackish tank before too, but that really wasn't very fun for me. Okay, Eduardo, if they honor it all month, then it would still only be for the month of your birthday, not the month after. You're so goofy. You got to think about that from, you know, a retail standpoint. They can't honor your birthday the month after your birthday. Oh goodness, B Wizzle, your stage name is Tatiana? Sharpies, Fish, and Phantoms. Hello. Thank you so much for joining my stream. Why am I thinking it's December? You're right. We still are in November. No, I remember my birthday. Apparently, I'm just trying to get November over with, which is extremely weird because Thanksgiving is like my absolute favorite holiday, and I'm like all prepped and ready to go for it. But I'm still thinking it's December. Don't mind me. Please do not mind me. It's been a crazy work week, and my brain apparently decided it was taking Saturday off. We think it's December because of all the. Yes. And that's the thing. Like, literally yesterday, we have a tradition here where there's a little area a couple of blocks away from us where they have this huge Christmas tree. They put it up every year this time of the year, just before Thanksgiving, and they do a lighting ceremony, fireworks, and all kinds of stupid crap. And they did that yesterday. And it was extremely annoying. So if people could just stop doing that, that would be great. But they're probably not going to. You went to go get the truck oil change and stuff, and $320 later, you wanted your $5 off. Well, I guess you didn't plan that out very well, did you, guy? Don't really know what to tell you there, Eduardo. But I don't know, like, did you fight it with management and be like, hey, it says on your website you honor this all month long? Like, I don't know. It's $5. Like, the dollar store is cheap. Just venting. Okay, well, thanks, I guess, for venting in my stream about not getting $5 off for your birthday. You're so silly, Eduardo. With inflation, they're just going to start Christmas even earlier next year so we can get a head start on our credit card payments. Yeah. The assistant manager didn't know how to take $5 off of your order and didn't know they did that. That's. Mm. I mean, but to be an assistant manager and not know how to take $5 off of somebody's order, that's kind of sketchy. That sounds like somebody that just didn't want to help you. They were trying to get you out. Jeremy, where are you getting $5 fish food? My goodness. Stephen P, hello. Welcome to the stream. I have a fly on my phone. Thank you for joining. I am probably going to go for maybe about 5 more minutes or so, and then I will hop off. That will ensure that we have time to get everything ready and going for Josh's stream. Do I have a preferred subject for you guys to rant about? I mean, I guess not. If Eduardo's going to come onto my stream and complain about not getting $5 off of his dollar store order, I guess it's open forum. I guess you guys just pick. $5 sample pack. $5 sample packs. You guys are just killing me. $5 sample packs of fish food. Did you know that was a thing? Josh says he wants $5 footlongs back. That would be great. That would be awesome. Here's looking at you, Subway. Bring back that $5 footlong. You were being informative. Okay, well, thank you for the information, Eduardo. In all honesty, I did know that the dollar store gave you $5 off or whatever for your birthday. But like I said, they didn't send me that reminder this year, so I completely forgot. But it's okay. And yes, you did mention your guppies. And you called B Whistle Tatiana.
Nice try.
I can always rant about filters, fish police, and okay. Well, I mean, like I said, it's apparently open forum for you guys to just rant about whatever. And I'll change the name of the stream from Families and Fish Keeping to Fish Fam Rant. Jeremy, I'm going to call false on that one only because I did work at Subway for some time. And it wasn't a fact of someone couldn't measure. It was the fact of whoever was making that bread wasn't making it correctly. So that's why it wasn't actually a foot long like it was supposed to be. There is, believe it or not, a science on how you make that bread properly so that it is correct when you make the actual sandwich. Oh, Eduardo, if you saw it on the app, that's why I don't have a dollar store app. Concussions are you have a concussion? What in the what? You guys are so random right now. Oh my goodness. We have all kinds of fun stuff going on. Anywho. Shopping for family snacks at Dollar General. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy thanks for not giving me my $5. Oh, Eduardo, what would we do without you? You keep us on our toes. Silly man. Thanks for that. All right. Okay, guys. I think, honestly, I am going to go ahead. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm not. Let me read this. Fun fact, Subway and the Republic of Ireland aren't allowed to call the stuff around their fillings bread as it doesn't legally qualify as it. I can assure you that what is used at Subway in the States is actually bread. I made my fair share of thousands and thousands of loaves of that crap to sell sandwiches. It is actually bread here. Oh my goodness. Yes. No, so I'm going to go ahead and call it. I'm going to jump off of here so that we have time to get everything transferred, ready to go for Josh's stream. Hopefully you guys join us over there. You tripped and fell upstairs and oh gosh. Okay. Anyway, hopefully you guys join us over at Josh's stream, which will be here soon. I am going to sign off of here. I hope you guys have a great Saturday. And if I don't see you in the Metalhead stream, I will see you next week. Also, everybody have a very happy Thanksgiving and enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys later.